Right, hello and welcome to my favorite JDM car in Gran Turismo 7. This is the Nismo 400R, not to be confused with the Nissan R33 GTR. No, this is a completely different beast. And as you can see, this vehicle is not standard. But not only does it have visual upgrades, but the engine has also been fully upgraded. So now this 400R produces 980 brake horsepower and comes in at a weight of 1147 kgs, which is fairly lightweight. But what this equates to when you take it out into a circuit is pure savagery. That is the best way I can describe it. This vehicle is just savage. Now I don't mean it in a bad way like, oh, this vehicle's hard to handle. The car handles like an absolute dream. When I talk about savagery, this vehicle gains speed in a way that is almost violent. It just gains speed and wants to keep going faster and faster and faster until you start running on the road. And then even when you slam on the brakes, you are able to still carry a lot of speed through the corners. This vehicle, with it being all-wheel drive, most all-wheel drive vehicles often have understeer, but this vehicle is so extremely planted and track focused that it's one of the best driving experiences you will have in Gran Turismo 7. That's why I say that this is my favorite JDM vehicle, because this in fact is also one of my favorite cars in Gran Turismo 7, and I've been reviewing cars since the game came out, and this one is still a strong go-to in my opinion. The Nismo 400R is such a fantastic vehicle to be behind the wheel of, because it is so responsive. It's so, how do I say, the Nismo 400R listens to your inputs and acts accordingly. The car just wants to set fast lap times. That's its main goal, because as I said, it's not only fast in a straight line, but going through some corners it is absolutely insane. Because look, coming down Kyoto driving park straight away, we are traveling at over 300 kilometers per hour. Then we slam on the brakes and the car stops immediately. When you need to take it through corners, it is extremely darty, to a point where you just turn and it is going in that direction. There's no delay, there's no lag. And this car actually changes your perspective of how fast a 90 JDM vehicle can be. There's no other 90 JDM car currently in the game that will be able to keep up with this vehicle, because we need to remember, this is with the standard 400R's engine being in it. Okay, yes, it is fully upgraded, but it's the original engine that came with the car. For most other vehicles to get this level of performance, you need to engine swap it. And the thing is, we can engine swap the Nismo 400R, which we are gonna touch on in a little bit, because around Kyoto driving park, this vehicle is sitting lap times around the 1 minute 28 second mark, which is just insane. Because I always say a 1 minute 35 second lap time, that is a fast vehicle. It's gonna be competitive, but it's not the fastest thing out there. A 1 minute 30 second lap is a very fast vehicle, borderline in OP. Anything below a 1 minute 30 is now OP and just absolutely insane to drive. And the fact this is sitting a 1 minute 28 second lap, and I wasn't even doing extremely clean laps, is just, yeah, it explains itself. So we have the ability to engine swap the Nismo 400R. And now the engine that we are able to put into this vehicle is coming out of the Nissan R35 GTR Nismo. And when I tell you, at first I am a bit skeptical, because just the pure savagery of the 400R is gonna be fantastic. But I know with the R35's engine being in it and fully upgraded, we aren't gonna see that big of a difference when it comes to performance stats. And I'm actually right about it, because we see that fully upgraded, the R35's engine produces 1042 brake horsepower, but it does bring the vehicle's weight down to 1107 kgs. So for the engine swap only costing under 200,000 credits, it is quite an affordable engine swap. But remember, it doesn't really add that much performance for the vehicle. So after we finish upgrade this engine and we take it back out onto circuit, we see that the performance has changed. We see that the vehicle is able to set faster lap times now with the R35 engine being in it, with the vehicle now sitting a 1 minute 26.7 around Kyoto driving part, which for me is absolutely mind-blowing. So with the R35 engine in it, it has a bit of a difference when it comes to the way the power is delivered. I don't know if it's just a personal thing, but I don't feel the savagery. It doesn't feel like you're going that fast. With the R35 engine, yes, you see your speedos doing 300 kilometers per hour, but it doesn't really feel like, whoa, you know, this car is it's moving. Whereas with the standard, with the 400 Rs engine, when you start really gaining speed, it just feels like you are getting pushed back into your seats. It feels like you are really moving. You are going insanely fast. But I don't know if it's just the sound of the R35 engine, but it's just a bit softer, a bit smoother. It's not as aggressive. And in my mind, it's like, okay, I'm not really going that fast. But then you look at your speedo and then you look at the lap times you're setting and you are going so much faster. So the R35 engine swap, I would recommend it. But when I tell you, I am gonna be buying another 400R to just keep the standard engine in fully upgraded, because I almost prefer the standard engine in this vehicle, even though the R35 engine does make it sit faster lap times. It gives a bit more power, it makes the car lighter, but there's just something about the standard 400R engine that I almost find mesmerizing when you actually drive the vehicle. Now also, this vehicle, it comes in fully upgraded, over 800 performance points. Now when it comes to using this vehicle in events, if there is fuel consumption involved, this is not going to be your go-to option due to the fact of the R35 Nismo engine is out of a street car, and the fuel economy of a street car's engine is no match to a race car's engine, which you can actually swap into the Nissan R33 GTRs. Yes, so that if you're looking for a money grinding vehicle, then your R33 GTR is your way to go. Engine swap that. But if you're looking for a just no holds back street car that's gonna demolish anything you put it head to head with, yeah, this is the way to go. This vehicle is fantastic. I highly recommend you try it out if you haven't tried it out. It is in the legendary dealership, so it's not available all the time, but that's what I'm saying. The minute it is, you need to snatch it right up. The Nismo 400R is one of the best driving experiences you can have in Gran Turismo 7, and I will stand on my word. So with all this being said, let me know your thoughts of this engine swap of this car in the comment section down below. And with all this being said, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for your time, and I will see you guys in the next Gran Turismo 7 video. Peace.